y'all, it's Miss Burke. Wednesday's math lesson is going to be the bottom half of the math page that you did yesterday. So we're working on numbers 13 through 24 on page 348 in your math book. Okay, it's kind of the same thing, but I'm going to work some of these for you as well. So I'll just start with number 13. We have 2x minus 8 equals 6. So we can't do anything on the side opposite of the x. So now we come over here. What is the opposite of subtracting 8? It would be adding 8. If I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other. These 8's cancel out. So I'm left with 2x on this side equals 6 plus 8 is 14. Now I'm not done because my x isn't by itself. If they're side by side, that means they're being multiplied. So the opposite of multiplying would be dividing. So I divide by 2. If I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other. These cancel out. So that just leaves x. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So the answer to number 13 is 7. I can check by plugging it back in. 2, if they're side by side, it means they're being multiplied, times 7 minus 8 equals 6. So I multiply first because of my order of operations. 2 times 7 is 14. 14 minus 8 is 6. So we know we did that correctly. All right, next I'm going to do number 16. Let's skip around a little bit. Number 16 says x over 2 minus 6 equals 4. Okay, there's nothing to do on the side without the x. So now I'll go to this side. The opposite of subtracting 6 is adding 6. If I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other. These cancel out. So I have x over 2 equals 10. Okay, these are being divided, right? Our fraction bar means divide. The opposite of dividing by 2 is multiplying by 2. If I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other. These 2's cancel out, so I'm left with x equals 10 times 2 is 20. Now if I want to check, I plug it back in. 20 divided by 2 minus 6 equals 4. Our order of operations tells us we divide first and then subtract. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 10 minus 6 does equal 4, so we did it correctly. All right, now I'm going to do number 20. We have 3 eighths equals x over 15. Now the whole bottom row on this page is like this, so you'll have a few to work like this. On these, we are going to cross multiply. So I have 8 times x equals 3 times 15. Now all I did was cross multiply. 8 times x, 3 times 15. Okay? And now we work it the same way we've been working the rest of them. I start with opposite of the x, so I do this side first. 3 times 15 is 45. So I have 8 times x equals 45. Now the opposite of multiplying by 8 is dividing by 8. So I'm going to divide both sides by 8. These cancel out. So I have x equals, now 8 times something does not equal 45 exactly, so we're going to have a remainder. So let's divide. 45 divided by 8. 8 will go into 45 5 times. 8 times 5 is 40. So I have 5 left over. 5 and 5/8 is my answer to 20. 5 5/8. All right, on all the bottom row, number 21 through 24, on all of those you're going to have a mixed number. So you're going to have a whole number and a fraction. Okay, so I will work, let's see, I'll work number 21. Number 21 says 5/11 equals 9/x. So we're going to cross multiply on all of these. 5 times x equals 9 times 11. So I start on the side without the x. 9 times 11 is 99 equals 5 times x. The opposite of multiplying by 5 is dividing by 5. So these cancel out and I'm just left with x. But 5 times nothing equals 99 exactly, so we're going to have to divide. Put 99 on the inside. 5 will go into 9 one time. Oh. 5 will go into 49 9 times. 9 times 5 is 45. So I have 4 left. I'll bring it to the top, it's my numerator, and I have 5 as my denominator. So my answer to 21 is 19 4/5. You'll do the rest of the bottom row just like this. You cross multiply, and all of them will have a mixed number as their answer. All right, I've worked 4 of them for you. That means you only have 8 left to do. We're only doing the bottom half of the page. Yesterday we did the top half. If you have any questions, let me know. I sent a picture of the page to our group me, and you do not have to send me a picture of it back. Thank you.